Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I write thall. Alright, so without wasting your time anymore, I will go ahead and get right into the DAW, and rather than write something, because I have a huge case of writer's block right now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I wrote this riff and kind of what my idea was behind it. So as you heard in the intro, there is a lot of bends, there's harmonics, there's a lot of nasty guitar sounds, and in my opinion, that is part of what makes thall so appealing. And so without any of those elements, I just wanted to show you how the riff started. I just had the bass and the drums. I knew how I wanted the rhythm for the guitar to be, so I wrote that basically with the bass and the drums, and that would just sound like this. Alright, and then so once I had that idea kind of written out, I just followed the bass with the guitar, as you can see here. And in those spaces in between where there's a lot of emptiness, that's kind of where I'll throw in those bends, harmonics, slides, reverse takes, such as the one I have over here, like this. So you'll hear it's basically just an open note that I split in half and reversed the second half, and just made it where the initial hit of the pick was at the very end here, so it's like a rising in to the next notes. So that's also something you can do. So yeah, this empty space I filled in with bends, and I thought that sounded pretty cool with the kind of vibe I was going for, and turned into something like this. Right there was another gap. I just added a pick scrape, and over here I believe, yeah, right there I just added those nasty sounding not pinch harmonics, but harmonics. And whenever I get stuck on what I need to do, thall is really good at kind of letting space be okay. So right here, I kind of didn't know where I wanted the riff to go after that. So I just let a really long note ring out, and I did that same trick where I just cut it in half and reverse it, and it ended up being like this. And one way you can make that more interesting, just so it's not so bare, what I did is I added some like synthy stuff and some like whispers. Along with the synths I added. And that's something that you can keep in mind. You don't need to do it with synths or whispers, of course. So I kind of also did it with my guitar here. I just got the open note and I split it up into really short little segments and just randomly pulled them to either left or right. Just to keep the part a bit more dynamic, even though there's not really much going on aside from just the clean guitar. So all together, I'll just play through right here. And One other thing I like to do in my thall songs is I'll take the clean guitar like this, and I just basically throw it into a lead amp. And so what that does is it kind of gives it a sense of familiarity in the song, but it will make it kind of explode out and make it seem like it grew into something even though it kind of really didn't. It's the same part. So all together with that. So yeah, moving on to the more post-production side of things. I did it a lot in this song where every open note has some sort of impact or effect going on. So something like that, or just the open notes will have something like that. And that gives it a lot more impact and it kind of slaps a lot harder. I will keep that in mind for how I write things as well, because I do write thall pretty chaotically. As you can see, all of these are like a very small snippet of the actual song or riff. I mostly did that for this song because I was using a very specific palm muting technique where you push the strings into the pickup and it gives it like a really scratchy, aggressive just feel to it. And I couldn't get it to sound right consistently, so I just recorded multiple takes of those and just kind of put them all together. You do not have to do that. But just another example for just like empty space and adding sound to those spaces. Right here, I have a palm mute that I did that I reversed. But if you get rid of that, it still sounds cool. But if you just throw in like a little extra, it gives it that thall feeling where it's just kind of chaotic and all over the place. So from that to this, personally, in my opinion, kind of elevates that to a whole new level. Another thing you can experiment with is, I already kind of showed this before, however, if I get rid of this second part and just play the guitar, it doesn't have the same effect as if I kept that reverse take in, and on that reverse take, I really picked as hard as I could to get it to get like really distorted and just really fucked up at the very beginning of when I hit the pick, or from when I hit the string. And you can kind of hear what I mean if I throw it over here and unreverse it. So and so when I reverse that, you'll hear that it kind of gets more and more distorted as the note goes on. Like that. And to be honest, when this was just a straight up open note like this, that sounds cool. But we're not going for cool, we're going for over the top, we're going for chaotic. So with it on, it kind of just throws it right back in your face, and that is something that I really look for and strive to do in this kind of music. So yeah, I don't really know how to explain how to write this music, mostly because it is very chaotic and the way I write it isn't very formulaic. It's more just, I'll write something heavy and it sounds cool and I'll just run with it, and I'll just try to mess it up as much as I can by adding some weird like harmonics or bends, reverse takes, you know, you name it. It's all fair game. So that being said, I don't write a full riff from start to finish. I will kind of write segments of that riff and I will see how I can fit them together, whether that be changing the timing on the second repeat or keeping it a bit more traditional songwriting style and just repeat it but in a slightly different way. It all depends on your preference and your style and what you're going for. Yeah, if you like the video for any reason, go ahead and give it a like. Subscribe if you want. Listen to my music where you can scan it both right here and here. Validate my time. Yeah, until next time. See you guys later.